I have analyzed my previous videos. In that videos, I noticed that people used to swipe away videos because of the background is cluttered, or even the voice is not clear, or maybe whatever the things, even the editing is not so perfect. I want to tell you guys that I am a co-aspirant like you. I just want to share my thoughts or the things I noticed during my preparation, the problems we usually face mutually. So I want to share that from my point of view. I am not a mentor and I don't even want to be, because obviously I haven't cleared the UPSC exam till now, but I believe that I am a serious aspirant, and serious aspirants like me from your side maybe may relate that we have so many things to share to our juniors or to the someone who is a beginner in this journey, so they can relate and they have a benefits. So that's why I'm sharing. And I am also working on myself from my side, that it should be visible, it should be audible properly for you to uh, see that video for a long time. So yeah, that's it. Without any further ado, let's get started. What the point of making this video? So as you have clicked on this video by seeing the thumbnail, so you must be thinking that what is the nexus between the dynamic and static portion. If you have noticed any time that whenever we write something from the notes, whenever we make notes, I'm considering mains. So right now, whatever the things you are preparing, you must have been preparing for mains only. So as we prepare for mains, we make notes, but when we write answers from the same topic, same notes, but that notes are not enough for us to fulfill that demand of the question. Why does this happen? Because even if you are making the notes from the multiple sources, the videos or the anything, there is something lacking always, and that lacking is what we need to fulfill without any automatically served or already served stuffs. Because coaching institute, what they do, that the question comes from the every year paper, they make the notes, combined notes, and they upload it into their website. But what the point if we are not understanding how this data is come, what is the credibility of this data, and how to use it, how the points are come? So we have to by ourselves, we have to prepare that topic, we have to understand that topic, what does topic that mean, and how is it applicable in the real practical life. Okay, so that's why we as an aspirant have to push ourselves to get inculcate that topics, that dimensions from our in ourselves, and therefore we will understand. That's how we have been always taught, that don't just study the topic, understand your subject. And that's the meaning of these things. I will tell you the 2 points that are applicable for you to separate the things that is confusing you. Huh. Today, first thing, today I'm making notes of GS3. I have started making, and there I was learning about the agricultural thing. In that thing, I learned about how India is import dependent on the palm oils and petroleum, and how is it bringing that things to ourselves. What are the dimensions of it, and everything I learned. Okay, previously also I have learned, but again I have to make notes, so I made it. I made notes. Then I found a question similarly on that topic, but I was unable to solve it properly because the data is lacking. Obviously I left some space whenever I will read something from newspaper, or I will heard somewhere from somewhere, so I can mention it on my notes. And this is how we make mains enrichment or the value addition notes. In the similar day, on this day only, 2 hours later, I was reading the Indian Express, and in the economy page I understand that there is article from these things, like India is import dependent on the like India has imported like something in data from the vegetative materials from the foreign countries, and this is how India can break its record from financial year 2025 in this year 2026 because of the El Nino. And this is the prediction that made. Immediately I come to the conclusion that okay, this is the data I got and I can mention it under my notes. But what's the point of making this? As we know that it is important, we have to quote it in our mains questions to make it more enhance and more what we can say, more impressive. But when I pause for 2 seconds, I read that article, I found that this data, is it even credible enough to point it out? Because economical page article was filled with datas, and we don't have to mention each and every time. We will not understand, we will not able to recall it at the time when the question actually been asked. And that's when you have to understand the things, that whatever the things you are learning, you just have to mindfully add it to your notes. So first of all, if we think that it was not data of Niti Aayog, it was not the data of any ministry of farmer welfare, nothing, it was just given like this, and then I stopped and I didn't mention it, because we have to ultimately find the credible government data. So that's the point one, that don't add anything that you read in the points. Second thing I want to tell you, we analyze PYQs. Okay, if today you are writing some PYQ, attempting your PYQ, so you have multiple sources there that already have already make answer of it, and you will write it. What you have to analyze from the PYQ is that there are the two classifications. The theme one, that is repetitively asked, like agricultural land reforms repeatedly asked in the questions, and the secondly is like something different topics that are not so repetitively asked, it they asked occasionally. Why? Because something has happened related to that, and they usually asked on that. So what you have to do is to at least go once through whole syllabus, make notes of each and every topic from that syllabus, and write everything and understand. Don't just make it for the your sake of purpose, but also make it for your understanding. Because if your foundational is great, so you will automatically see, I will tell you, if you flip the page from newspaper and you have seen that something from the topic, similar topic you have read, so your mind already highlighted this topic. Okay, it is important and it is somewhere mentioned in your main syllabus, so it is important. So you automatically will generate that skill of highlighting these things. Newspaper is not at all, whole newspaper is not at all important for ourselves. We have to just pick some highlighted portion that is mains oriented for UPSC aspirants. So therefore second step is very important, to break down everything. Suppose I consider the FDI topic. Okay, if FDI, you are breaking FDI, what is FDI, how India is investing, what is the rate of investing, if it is trending, if the trend is increasing or not, if the FPI is increasing, what India is doing, what are the measures, what are the challenges, everything. And if there's some new rules, new laws is India passed or not. These are all the breakdowns. If you'll break down your topic in certain manner, you will understand that what can include in these things, and you will automatically find that thing only in newspaper. And that's why it is been said that understand your subjects, don't just study it, because understanding comprehension is way more difficult and way more important. It is easy for me to tell you because I can tell you right now easily, but I have worked on since 2-3 years. I am working on it, and therefore I am able to say that it is important. And you must have heard this is not a very new thing, but I want to make it more emphasized, because it is actually applicable and it is very important. If you don't trust me, you can apply it on your own. Suppose there is a question that is not repetitively asked, and you have just covered only repetitive topics, so it's your fault, because as a UPSC aspirant, we never know what UPSC can ask, and every time it gives shocks. And this year also they do so. So if the question from very random topic they have asked, and you have to be prepared, at least introduction, at least definition, at least a topic, what does topic mean, and eventually the point you will cover by your own. But at least the understanding of the subjects make you but that understanding of your subject make you write an intro at least better, so that examiner will see the intro and he will come to the conclusion that okay, the student is knowledgeable and he has some knowledge about his subjects. That's how important is the foundation. Therefore your foundation is very much important, and the notes and the dynamic portion is just for the value addition, to make the notes, to make your points more attractive, to stand out in the crowd. Therefore dynamic portion is important, but the static portion is just for foundation, and you have to make it more strong. I think I have made myself clear. If you though you have doubt, you can tell me in the comment section below, and also tell me if you have watched till this video, watch till the end, because it is literally important. I feel it is important. Okay, so see you soon in the next video. Then bye bye.